The code language conversation. Code language conversation for today. America is not the world. Yeah, so we don't even have anything to look up in regards to this. Normally with the code language conversation, we will oh, he said why it matter what color they are. Right, that's what I'm saying, bro. But yeah, man, speaking of that, code language conversation, America is not the world. So recently I just returned home from Greece, and that was actually my first out of all the countries I've seen. I still have never been to Europe. So this was my first time going to Europe, or a part of Europe, obviously, being over in Greece, man. And yeah, man, I'm not a person who is new to being outside of America. I've been to now 25 countries, 25 different countries. So I'm not new to leaving outside the state. So this isn't, a lot of this perspective I'm going to give y'all is not me having some epiphany while I was gone, but it's fitting since I'm fresh back from a pretty long stint out of town. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all miss me. I missed y'all too, for sure, chat. You know what I mean? For sure.
Classic.
For sure. But yeah, man, you just come to realize, I mean, when you go live it versus hearing about it, like a person like me who's been out the country a lot, and for other people who are well traveled, and when you have an opportunity to speak to somebody who is not well traveled and hasn't left the country yet at all, or may not even have a passport, right? You can explain certain things to them, but it won't really truly resonate until they actually get to go somewhere that it's literally totally different. A lot of people who are not well traveled, and this isn't me beating down on anybody, I'm just speaking about perspective, right? So anybody who new to my channel, don't feel belittled or nothing like that. I just speak about perspective. My intentions are pure. But if you aren't well traveled and stuff like that, oftentimes people will speak about the world and they're only talking about America, but they act like they talking about the world. America is not the world. I was just in Greece. I haven't eaten fish, any animals, anything that breathed or had life. I mean, plants have life, but I'm talking about as far as animals are concerned, or fish or anything like that, in over 10 years. I went to Greece and ate fresh fish right out of the Mediterranean Sea every day. Didn't get sick at all. Not having it for 10 years, didn't get sick at all. Felt amazing. The fish was so good. It tastes so good, because I didn't stop eating meat because it didn't taste good, right? But yeah, it tastes so good. Everything there was organic. Everything was fresh, you know, and you just realize that, you know, it from a nutritional standpoint. I'm gonna stay on the code language because the question of the day kind of ties into this. But from a nutritional standpoint, it lets you know the difference between living in a country and living in a company. America is actually a corporation, allegedly all for content creation purposes and entertainment, right? It's a corporation. Everything here is for money. Everything is for profit. Everything is for capitalistic gain. When you go to a country, things are designed for the benefit of the people. Oftentimes, we obviously know corrupt governments exist, and you know, mafias and cartels, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot that goes on, right? We understand that. But when I say things that benefit the people, I mean like the fact that here in America, for example, we've gotten rid of most of the female trees, which is why you got to go to the supermarket to get things that you should be able to just grow in your yard. And there's parts of the country where people still got fruit trees in their yard, a fruit tree, this, that, and the third. But literally, you should be able to walk up and down the streets of your city, your town, and your neighborhood and pick fresh fruit and eat as you walk down the street. You don't have to be in your yard. Like literally, you should just be able to eat from the trees on the sidewalk. You understand? Whereas in most other countries, that's still the case. That's still the case. You go to the Bahamas, somewhere that's not even far away. You can get there quick and it doesn't cost much money. You go to the Bahamas and you quickly realize America is not the world. You can go knock on somebody's door at the Bahamas and say, hey, you have a great papaya tree. Hello, how you doing? How's your day? My name is whatever. You have an amazing papaya tree right here and some great, you know, whatever plants. Would you mind if I get some fruits from your trees and your bushes? No worries. No worries. Nobody starve. You know what I mean? That's something that's not strategically done against the benefit of the people, right? They keep that like that because it benefits the people, the citizens, the people who need to survive there and live there. You understand? Like, you put female trees back in play, no homeless person has to beg in order to get nutrition. They may beg for money still in order to maybe get some blankets because the winter is coming, or a coat or a jacket or a new tent or things like that to survive on the street. They may still have to beg for some resources, but for different reasons. Eating shouldn't be an issue. What my dog Orlando Brown say? You make us pay for fruit? Things that God gave us for free? There should be turnips. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real though, man.
Classic.
And when you understand, like, I got spoiled, man. I've been home for, you know, almost 72 hours, maybe 48. I don't know. I've been home a little while. Jet lag is crazy. Getting time back and traveling from 8-hour difference and shit is weird, right? But I've been back for a couple days, and it's like, I ain't even really been, like, it's like, what do I eat? I've been eating organically fresh because that's all that's available. You understand? You have no choice. Whatever you order on the menu is fresh and organic. You don't have to pay extra. You don't have to. And it's like that in a lot of countries. I'm just coming back from Greece, so that's what I'm referencing now. But it's like that in a lot of countries. The fish I ate, they caught that shit an hour ago, 30 minutes ago. They don't even have refrigerators. They just put that shit on ice. No freezers. This shit ain't electric or nothing. It's just ice in an ice box. Matter of fact, man, listen, we don't have to do this, bro. Like, America's not the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? The food not pumped with dye. Let me get y'all some footage, man. You know how it is, man. It's the codes. Where I go, we go. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't. Let me just show y'all. Look. Hold on, chat. Look at this. Look at this, man. They just caught folks here. Yeah. They just caught him, gang. Delia, that means perfect. Perfect. Faristo, that means thank you. Yeah, Faristo. Delia, perfect. Say, yeah, I'm built different. You see this, chat? You see this? Yeah. Come on, man. They just caught folks. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. They just caught Buddy. Splitting, filleting, grilled him up. You know what I'm saying? And then seasons. What is all this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Cortez said exactly. He know. He just came from over there. Miles Batcher said, "What's happening? What we doing?" Oh man, we in the code language conversation. Shout out to Miles. Chat 333. I knew y'all was gonna be heavy today.
Classic.
I knew it. I talked to my cousin. I always talk to my cousin the pregame before I come on here. I talked to my cousin. I said, man, I already know the chat gonna be jumping today. I know they miss me. I missed them.
Classic.
I said, shit, I got expectations. I know the chat gonna be live. And of course, we here, bro. But yeah, man, like, yeah, fam, it's totally different, man. Like, when you in a country versus a corporation, we live inside of a corporation, man. Justin Davis said, classic. I got you, Chad. I got you. So look, listen, that shit'll never get old. We're gonna play that 100 times an episode. Ain't nobody getting sick of that. It hit too hard. But listen, it's just different when you in a country versus a company. Like, when I came back here, I realized I was back inside of the corporation. I knew I was back inside the office building. You know what I mean? Air quality ass. Soon as I get back, breathability fucked up. That's what they talking about on the news. Air quality 158. But when that shit get close to 200, you got to close the windows in your house. You know what I'm saying? First thing smoking. You get back, you know what I'm saying? You go to the store, you see look, I done ate so much fish. I walked past the fish in the store today. Looked at the fish pump with dye. You can see it. It don't even look the same. That fish I just showed y'all, you ain't going to no market, nowhere you live, and you gonna get some shit look like that. It's not happening, chat. Not here. Now, if you live on the coast, you might have a shot. If you live right on the coast, you might have a shot. You might. Shout out to the people in Florida. Shout out to the people in the Carolinas. Shout out to the, you know what I'm saying? If you right on the coast, you might have a shot. But you inland? Come on, G. That fish 3 days old and that shit 3 days old, and they still call it fresh. No good. He said America is a capitalist corporation. Yeah, we don't live in a country. So allegedly all for content creation purposes and entertainment, of course. You know what I mean? But yeah, so you just know the difference. And America is not the world. Things are very different. The way people treat people, the crime rates. Of course, there's certain things because of our influence that are Americanized, depending on where you go, or that seem American-like to you. But then it's a matter of doing your research, right? Like I saw a lot of graffiti when I was in Athens. I saw a lot of graffiti in Athens, Greece, right? But I could be like, oh, okay, they took that from American culture, but that would be American arrogance. The better thing to do would be to research where did graffiti start at. Maybe that shit started in Europe and came over. You get what I'm saying? We might have been, you know, taking some shit from them or something that migrated over here from them. So it's all about, he said, yeah, you're going to see a lot of graffiti. Yeah, I mean, shit, I'm back now, Tez. I seen it. You feel me? But I get what you mean. I get what you mean. But yeah, man, like, and some of that shit is phenomenal too. So it's just, yeah, man, you got to keep your perspective open, understand what you don't understand what you do understand. The more you explore, the more your horizons get broadened. Literally, he said graffiti is thousands of years old. Exactly. It's like, so for us to be like, oh, that's from American culture, that would be like American arrogance and shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, but like, it's just totally different, man, when you're in different countries and shit like that. Like when I was in the Philippines, when I spent my time in Asia, like all type of stuff different. The level of security at the malls different. The way the doors open and the way they automate things different. The way the water come out the faucet in the bathroom and is distributed is different. Everything, you just see a lot of stuff that's just different and unique. You know what I mean? Cortez says it's not even an English word. Exactly. Chat 333. We intelligent.
Classic.
We intelligent, man. You feel me? So yeah, man. That's the code language conversation. I ain't gonna beat that dead horse because, like I said, the question of the day, it kind of tie in, and I want to get into more of my time over there with y'all for sure. I just wanted to do the code language early to kind of buffer. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, stick with me, chat. 333 in the chat if you still with me. Blow the chat up with the 333s if you still with me, man. Let's go. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a Cash App. Either way, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart and now hardened the flow.